My name is Samantha. I've been living in this area for 17 years, and that road has been terrible condition from the time I came to live here. From minister to minister. Finally, Kenson came in, and here is our road now.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Brianna McVeigh, and I'm from the peaceful community of Monjuro, Gros Islet. I have been residing in this area for about 12 to 13 years. For my community and Gros Islet at large, I am loving the progress so far. I'm seeing major changes in a lot of what's happening. For example, the bus stops, the roads, etc. So for me, there is improvement coming from our parliamentary representative, which is Kenson Casimir.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Anita Henville. I'm originally from Cedars Road, Castries, and I started living here about 7 years ago. Valerie Lord Avenue, Riviera Meter. Well, honestly, for the past 4 years, a lot has been going on, especially I'm excited and the fact that they recently did our road in Riviera Meter, Valerie Lord Avenue. We've been asking for a road for many years. Today, we are able to drive and walk comfortably on this road. Compared to before, a lot has been happening, especially with the youth as well.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
I am Sharon St. Arge, and I live in the community of the Corinth, and I have been living here for 27 years now. I am a person that wasn't much involved in politics, but from the time Kenson Casimir came into politics, I find he has done a wonderful job for the Corinth. I have seen developments, I have seen roads being fixed, and I have seen the sports. I have seen young children, like the youths, young ladies, young gentlemen. I have seen them involved in cleaning the area, in making the community of Gros Islet a wonderful place. Kenson Casimir has done a wonderful job, and I am proud that he is our Minister of Gros Islet.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Everybody knows me, better known as Monster. Somebody say, hello. Well, to be honest with you, when I first came here, I mean, we had a different rep, which was Spider-Man too. But then we never got hair fixed. Look now, I could say carpet because I own vehicles. And at the end of the day, when you go in them roads, it's a lot of money, a lot of expense. People might just think it's just a road, but it's true that we need better roads, because if you have better roads, how are you going to work? The bus drivers are going to come and drop you because they have to spend a lot of money in parts, eating more of your tires, your suspensions, you understand? But right now, I could say carpet. We have carpet here in Deramo, and going down to Riviera Meter, and we'll be in Lafayette and everywhere, because all the roads are being fixed. And it's not just now, it's been fixed from since before the year started. You understand? So right now I could say, yeah man, like I said, like you were saying, give the young man a chance, at least I could see what Kenson Casimir is doing now.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Notre Dame Street, and we call it Tiger Hole. Well, as far as I'm concerned, to be honest, this is Kenson's first year, let us say first term in office. As far as I'm concerned, he has tried his best as much as possible in all the points that he is supposed to be representing. He has tried his best. There were some projects before, but as far as I'm concerned, he has done a bit in all the parts that he is representing.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
It's Alexander. I'm from Gros Islet, Notre Dame Street.
and I live here when I was about a little child. Right now I'll be 50 since I'm living here right now. From Kenson Casimir, he is doing a lot. For so far, he is doing very great. And I know he'll sit down for the next 10 years again. He gave me help with my housing, and I thank God, I thank Kenson Casimir for my housing. Yes, he do the jetty, with the pantry, yes, he do all them things, yes, and the mini stadium in Gros Islet, the Gros Islet police station, it's coming. Good job, Kenson Casimir, good job.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Lucia Eugene. I live at Riviera Moshi, and I've been living there all my life. I do believe that the representation that we have received so far has been the best representation we have had. Kenson has done a number of projects in the community. We now have a bus stop. We have a new court. They're also working on the road from Monsitor down to Lafayette. They recently did the Valerie Lord Avenue Road. We have been awaiting this road for a number of years, and it's finally here, and we're really grateful. We've always seen the minister. He comes around often. He's always involved in whatever the community has. He meets with the youth, he meets with the elderly. You can count on him. You will see him. You will receive a call. He will show up.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Samantha. I've been living in this area for 17 years, and that road has been terrible condition from the time I came to live here. From minister to minister. Finally, Kenson came in, and here is our road now.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Brianna McVeigh, and I'm from the peaceful community of Monjuro, Gros Islet. I have been residing in this area for about 12 to 13 years. For my community and Gros Islet at large, I am loving the progress so far. I'm seeing major changes in a lot of what's happening. For example, the bus stops, the roads, etc. So for me, there is improvement coming from our parliamentary representative, which is Kenson Casimir.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Anita Henville. I'm originally from Cedars Road, Castries, and I started living here about 7 years ago. Valerie Lord Avenue, Riviera. Well, honestly, for the past 4 years, a lot has been going on, especially I'm excited and the fact that they recently did our road in Riviera, Valerie Lord Avenue. We've been asking for a road for many years. Today, we are able to drive and walk comfortably on this road. Compared to before, a lot has been happening, especially with the youth as well.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
I am Sharon St. Arge, and I live in the community of the Corinth, and I have been living here for 27 years now. I am a person that wasn't much involved in politics, but from the time Kenson Casimir came into politics, I find he has done a wonderful job for the Corinth. I have seen developments, I have seen roads being fixed, and I have seen the sports. I have seen young children, like the youths, young ladies, young gentlemen. I have seen them involved in cleaning the area, in making the community of Gros Islet a wonderful place. Kenson Casimir has done a wonderful job, and I am proud that he is our Minister of Gros Islet.
Carry on, baby. Carry on.
Everybody knows me, better known as Monster. Somebody say, hello. Well, to be honest with you, when I first came here, we had a different rep, which was Spider-Man too. But then we never got hair fixed. But look now, I could say carpet because I own vehicles. And at the end of the day, when you go in them roads, it's a lot of money, a lot of expense. People might just think it's just a road, but it's true that we need better roads because if you have better roads, how are you going to work? The bus drivers are going to come and drop you because they have to spend a lot of money in parts, eating more of your tires, your suspensions. You understand? But right now, I could say carpet. We have carpet here in Deramo and going down to River Meter, and we've been laughing and everywhere because all the roads are being fixed. And it's not just now, it's been fixed from since before the year started. You understand? So right now I could say, yeah man, like I said, like you were saying, give the young man a chance, at least I could see what Kenson Casimir is doing now.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Notre Dame Street, and we call it Tiger Hole. Well, as far as I'm concerned, to be honest, this is Kenson's first year, let us say first term in office. As far as I'm concerned, he has tried his best as much as possible in all the points that he is supposed to be representing. He has tried his best. There were some projects before, but as far as I'm concerned, he has done a bit in all the parts that he is representing.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
It's Alexander. I'm from Gros Islet, Notre Dame Street, and I live here when I was about a little child. Right now I'll be 50 since I'm living here right now. From Kenson Casimir, he is doing a lot. For so far, he is doing very great. And I know he'll sit down for the next 10 years again. He gave me help with my housing, and I thank God, I thank Kenson Casimir for my housing. Yes, he do the jetty, do the pantry, yes, he do all them things, yes, and the mini stadium in Gros Islet, the Gros Islet police station, it's coming. Good job, Kenson Casimir, good job.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Lucia Eugene. I live at Riviera Moshi, and I've been living there all my life. I do believe that the representation that we have received so far has been the best representation we have had. Kenson has done a number of projects in the community. We now have a bus stop. We have a new court. They're also working on the road from Monsitor down to Lafayette. They recently did the Valerie Lord Avenue Road. We have been awaiting this road for a number of years, and it's finally here, and we're really grateful. We've always seen the minister. He comes around often. He's always involved in whatever the community has. He meets with the youth, he meets with the elderly. You can count on him. You will see him. You will receive a call. He will show up.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Samantha. I've been living in this area for 17 years, and that road has been terrible condition from the time I came to live here. From minister to minister. Finally, Kenson came in, and here is our road now.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Brianna McLean, and I'm from the peaceful community of Monjuro, Gros Islet. I have been residing in this area for about 12 to 13 years. For my community and Gros Islet at large, I am loving the progress so far. I'm seeing major changes in a lot of what's happening. For example, the bus stops, the roads, etc. So for me, there is improvement coming from our parliamentary representative, which is Kenson Casimir.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Anita Henville. I'm originally from Cedars Road, Castries, and I started living here about 7 years ago. Valerie Lord Avenue, Riviera Meter. Well, honestly, for the past 4 years, a lot has been going on, especially I'm excited and the fact that they recently did our road in Riviera Meter, Valerie Lord Avenue. We've been asking for a road for many years. Today, we are able to drive and walk comfortably on this road. Compared to before, a lot has been happening, especially with the youth as well.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
I am Sharon St. Arch, and I live in the community of the Corinth, and I have been living here for 27 years now. I am a person that wasn't much involved in politics, but from the time Kenson Casimir came into politics, I find he has done a wonderful job for the Corinth. I have seen developments, I have seen roads being fixed, and I have seen the sports. I have seen young children, like the youths, young ladies, young gentlemen. I have seen them involved in cleaning the area, in making the community of Gros Islet a wonderful place. Kenson Casimir has done a wonderful job, and I am proud that he is our Minister of Gros Islet.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Everybody knows me, better known as Monster. Somebody say, hello. Well, to be honest with you, when I first came here, we had a different rep, which was Spider Mounted. But then we never got hair fixed. Look now, I could say carpet because I own vehicles. And at the end of the day, when you go in them roads, it's a lot of money, a lot of expense. People might just think it's just a road, but it's true that we need better roads, because if you have better roads, how are you going to work? The bus drivers are going to come and drop you because they have to spend a lot of money in parts, eating more of your tires, your suspensions, you understand? But right now, I could say carpet. We have carpet here in Deremo, and going down to Riviera Meter, and we'll be in Lafayette and everywhere, because all the roads are being fixed. And it's not just now, it's been fixed from since before the year started. You understand? So right now I could say, yeah man, like I said, like you were saying, give the young man a chance. At least I could see what Kenson Casimir is doing now.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Notre Dame Street, and we call it Tiger Hole. Well, as far as I'm concerned, to be honest, this is Kenson's first year, let us say first term in office. As far as I'm concerned, he has tried his best as much as possible in all the points that he is supposed to be representing. He has tried his best. There were some projects before, but as far as I'm concerned, he has done a bit in all the parts that he is representing.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
It's Alexander. I'm from Gros Islet, Notre Dame Street, and I live here when I was about a little child. Right now I'll be 50 since I'm living here right now. From Kenson Casimir, he is doing a lot. For so far, he is doing very great. And I know he'll sit down for the next 10 years again. He gave me help with my housing, and I thank God, I thank Kenson Casimir for my housing. Yes, he do the jetty, the pantry, yes, he do all them things, yes, and the mini stadium in Gros Islet, the Gros Islet police station, it's coming. Good job, Kenson Casimir, good job.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
My name is Lisa Eugene. I live at Riviera Moshi, and I've been living there all my life. I do believe that the representation that we have received so far has been the best representation we have had. Kenson has done a number of projects in the community. We now have a bus stop. We have a new court. They're also working on the road from Moncito down to Lafayette. They recently did the Valerie Lord Avenue Road. We have been awaiting this road for a number of years, and it's finally here, and we're really grateful. We've always seen the minister. He comes around often. He's always involved in whatever the community has. He meets with the youth, he meets with the elderly. You can count on him. You will see him. You will receive a call. He will show up.
Carry on, baby. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Good evening, St. Lucia. Mamai Leba. Mamai Gros Islet. S.U. Pawe. Pu Baybay. Let me tell you, I am so excited to be back here in the constituency of Gros Islet. Let me say a warm welcome to those of you who are joining us tonight, those of you out in the diaspora, wherever you are, the north to the south. Welcome to the St. Lucia Labour Party's Town Hall Tuesday. And this time we are live in the constituency of Gros Islet at the Gros Islet HRDC. We thank you so much for tuning in. We are live on the St. Lucia Labour Party's Facebook and YouTube pages. So, of course, share the live. My name is Lisa Jawa here, and it is my esteemed pleasure to be your mistress of ceremonies this evening. I will first ask if you could please stand for the national anthem of St. Lucia. Remain standing as we invite Mr. De Freitas to offer a word of prayer.
Let me say a special good evening to each and every one of us that make it possible to be here this evening to have that wonderful meeting we're going to have. But just before we pray, I just want to quote a passage of scripture. It's taken from the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7 and verse 14, that said, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face, then will I hear from heaven, I will forgive their sins and heal the land." And you will understand, brothers and sisters, that in St. Lucia, we really need the love of Jesus. We really need Jesus, because the kind of things that are happening in this place is because we have put God on the side and we want to do our own things. That's why we have so much crime. But this evening, the scripture is saying, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray. And I believe if we are praying in every home, families come together and pray, I believe God can make a big change in this country. Let us pray. Father, it is a wonderful opportunity and privilege that you have given unto us. We're still in the land of the living. We thank you that you did protect us from danger, accident, and harm, and you have bring us here safe. And I pray, dear Lord, when this meeting will come to an end, that we'll return home safe. You'll protect us from danger, accident, and harm. At this moment, dear Lord, in a marked and special way, I want to present our dear Prime Minister before you and in your hand. Help that he will continue to put you first in everything that he do. And you will give him the strength to lead this country the best way he can. He just cannot do it by himself, but because of you. Like the scripture said, in all thine ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our path. That's Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. I pray, dear Lord, that you will be all the rest of the ministers, that they will come together as one. Lord, you said together we stand, divided we fall. And I pray, dear Lord, they all will come together as one and to work for the betterment of this country. I pray, dear Lord, for all the parliamentary reps, dear Lord, that they will do what they need to do in the different constituencies, dear Lord, to work for the people but not for themselves. I pray, dear Lord, that will continue to build this country. Lord, I pray that you will take this country by storm. Lord, you will do great things for this country because this country belongs to you, dear Master. I pray, dear Lord, that you will give our Prime Minister the foresight. You will give him the knowledge and the backbone to stand. We know what the opposition is spreading, all kind of false rumors about this government. But I pray, dear Lord, in spite of all what they will say, but that will not deter them, but they will continue to do what they have to do for this country because you have put this government on. You have placed this government to do what he's supposed to do. So continue to guide them, continue to bless them, and continue to lead them in everything. Everything that they will do, that they will put you first, dear Master. And because we just cannot do it by ourselves, but with you, nothing is impossible. Take full control of this government, dear Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Mr. De Freitas, for that very inspiring word of prayer. And of course, with everything we do, this SLP administration ensures that we put God Almighty first, putting him first in everything that we do, just like we are putting you first. St. Lucia, let me tell you, they have some people that say they want to come and unseat Baybay. Hey, and speaking of Baybay, I hear Baybay is in the house. Put your hands together for the parliamentary representative of Gros Islet, Honorable Kenson Casimir.
I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sapafwe? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sapafwe? Kenson we require, take the people higher. So tell Marcella to like spider and just retire. They sit down and conspire, but all of them are liar. Next election trouble come, we go out and fire. The boss coming, the boss coming, look the boss, the boss coming, the boss coming. Anyway, the boss coming, the boss coming, look the boss coming. Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Kenson, baby. Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Show them. Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Baby. Who's the boss of the north?
Welcome to our comrades.
Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sapafwe? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sapafwe? I heard MNC have a seal, Bravo have a seal. I never heard Johnson's have a seal, Bobby have a seal, Massey have a seal. I never heard Johnson's have a seal. Marcella with your tune, that fire never burn.
St. Lucia, put your hands together for Honorable Kenson Baybay Casimir. It's such a pleasure to be in the constituency of Gros Islet. Let me tell you, when I came outside, I said, Mama, the place packed, because it was just a full house. And of course, Gros Islet always does it in grand style. I don't know how you do it, Honorable, considering this is the largest constituency in St. Lucia, but job well done. It is my honor and privilege again to welcome you to the St. Lucia Labour Party's Town Hall Tuesday. We want to say a special good evening to the chairman of our party and our parliamentary rep for Vieux-Fort North, Honorable Moses Musa Jabatis, who came to be with us all the way from the south. Put your hands together for him. We also have somebody celebrating their birthday, and I want 3 cheers for the Speaker of the House. Hip, hip, hip! Hip, hip, hip! Hip, hip, hip! Hooray! Honorable Claudius Francis, Speaker of the House, celebrating his birthday today in Gros Islet with you. Welcome, comrade. Honorable Leslie Mondesi, Attorney General. Ooh! And let me tell you, this lady is so inspiring. It is quite interesting that she's here with us. She has just been elected unopposed as the first OECS national to be the Vice President of Parliamericas. Honorable Alvina Reynolds, President of the Senate, is with us. Congratulations, Honorable Reynolds. We have Sister Allison join the house. Mr. And of course, Win is here. Put your hands together for the parliamentary representative for Ancillary Canaries, here supporting his comrade in Gros Islet. Let me tell you, today is the place to be. Honorable Emma Hippolyte, Auntie Emma. Of course, Auntie Emma had to come and show her love to her former constituency, Gros Islet. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the parliamentary representative of Soufrière Forces. Jacques, we have our General Secretary, the man responsible for making this happen, Mr. Leo Clark. Put your hands together. We also have Sir Calix. Sir Calix, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Members of the National Executive, members of National Council, members of SLPWO and SLPYO, Gros Islet. Gros Islet, let me tell you, such a beautiful place with beautiful people. Of course, our political leader and Prime Minister is on his way. Let me tell you, it's not easy managing a country and still finding time to connect with the people. We always say, in order to stay elected, we must stay connected. At this moment, the first speaker you will hear is Honorable Moses Musa Jabatis, Parliamentary Rep for Vieux Fort North and Chairman of the St. Lucia Labour Party, to bring you fraternal greetings. Let's give him a round of applause.
My brothers and my sisters, good night. Bonsoir tout le monde. Good night to all brothers and sisters from Gros Islet, all brothers and sisters from all around St. Lucia, and all those who are joining us via the internet, social media, and so on. Let's give our social media comrades and friends a round of applause. Welcome one, welcome all. I wish to greet our Prime Minister, I'm told he's very close. Also our parliamentary representative, Honorable Kenson Casimir. Baybay for Gros Islet again and again and again and again. I'm sure you are proud of Baybay, and I'm sure when the Prime Minister decides to call the elections, Honorable Kenson Casimir will be back in the Parliament, representing Gros Islet, my brothers and sisters. I want to say greetings to officials of the party, other cabinet colleagues, parliamentarians, the constituency executive chairperson, also officials of the party, officials of the executive, and also the National Council. I want to greet Sir Calix and other officials who have joined us here tonight. Mamai Gros Islet. Let me say to you briefly that I bring you greetings from the constituency of Vieux Fort North, a constituency which has stood with the St. Lucia Labour Party through thick and through thin. I want to tell you that come the next general elections, Vieux Fort North will be back in the Parliament on the side of the St. Lucia Labour Party, my brothers and sisters. I also want to tell you that over the last few days, my sisters and my brothers, over the last few weeks, the demonstration of the ineptitude and the baseless character of the United Workers' Party became very, very clear. We knew it already, my brothers and sisters. But when you listen to what they say, And when you listen to the kinds of things they say, when you listen to what they say about professionals, when you listen to what they say about women, when you listen to what they say about ordinary St. Lucians, more and more you realize that there is a wide divide between the values of the St. Lucia Labour Party and that of the United Workers' Party, my brothers. It is very clear that the work that Baybay is doing and the work that Honorable Phillip J. Pierre is doing is very different to what the United Workers' Party has to offer you. For a few minutes, I want to tell you, my sisters and brothers, that when we came into office, we found a health system in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic crying out for justice, crying out for help. The respiratory hospital at the old Victoria Hospital was bursting at its seams, my brothers and sisters. And when you went there, your relatives could not communicate with you. It is as if at the time people were going there without the necessary care and concern by the then government. We came into government, my sisters and brothers, and immediately we went to work to ensure that the respiratory hospital had better conditions. We went to work to ensure that communications were established between patients and their relatives, my brothers and sisters. We ensured that we established what we call patient welfare assistance. We hired individuals to ensure that there was a connection between the patients at the respiratory hospital and their relatives, my brothers and sisters. We came into government, and at Gros Islet, we found a system where for years there was no ambulance service at the GIPC. Can you imagine this? With all of the money they spent in government, there was no ambulance service at the GIPC. We came into government and we rectified that situation. We caused there to be a permanent ambulance service at the GIPC, and that was the work of Baybay and the St. Lucia Labour Party, my brothers and sisters. We came into government, my brothers and sisters, to find that the health budget needed injection, my brothers and sisters. In 2020-21, the health budget was $183.1 million. In 21-22, it was 189.5. In 22-23, 186.5. In 24-25, $191 million. And in 25-26, the highest ever, the health budget, the highest ever in the history of St. Lucia, $206 million by Honorable Phillip J. Pierre. The St. Lucia Labour Party has put more money in the Ministry of Health than ever in the history of St. Lucia, my brothers and my sisters. And I can give you so many stories about what we found and what we are doing to remedy the situation in health. We knew when we came in that there was a lot of debt all over the place in the health sector. We knew when we came in that the OKE hospital was rushed from Victoria Hospital because of COVID-19. And the last government left the OKE hospital without care, my brothers and sisters. And because of COVID-19, they had to rush over. They caused the transition team that we left when Dr. Kenny Anthony was in government with Dr. King and other professionals. They banned that transition team. And you know what? You know what? Even the budget for OKEU, my brothers and sisters, they did not care to increase it to a level that will cause services and pharmaceuticals and so on to be purchased, even with an $8 million debt that they left. And here is what Honorable Phillip J. Pierre did. When you look at the budget, my brothers and sisters, for the Millennium Heights Medical Complex, the OKEU and so on, when at Victoria Hospital, the budget was $35 million. When they went to the OKEU and MHMC, the budget went down to $31 million. In 21-22, the budget was $31.8 million. In 22-23, Honorable Phillip J. Pierre increased the budget to $49 million, my brothers and sisters. In 23-24, Honorable Phillip J. Pierre increased the budget of the Millennium Heights Medical Complex to $53 million. And in 24-25, to $62 million. And in 25-26, $70.5 million every single year of our government, increasing the budget to the hospital. There's so much more I can tell you about health. When you look at the health infrastructure, when we came into government, the St. Jude Hospital, instead of finishing the hospital, you quasi had a l'hôpital, and they went on to build a box. The GIPC, every year people are saying, let's have a 24-hour facility. The staff, they've been crying out for expanded facilities. The Dennery Health Center, the Laurentius Health Center, destroyed by fire from 2015. Honorable Alvina Reynolds, when she was minister, and Dr. Kenny Anthony, put money in the budget to fix the Laurentius Wellness Center. When UWB came, they never did it. When you look at the health facilities around this country, when we came into government, they were crying out for attention. Honorable Alvina Reynolds, as Minister for Health, started in 2015 something they call a smarting of health centers. When you hear the former Prime Minister talk about the smarting of health centers, he's not the one who started it. It was started by Honorable Alvina Reynolds when she was Minister for Health. Give her a round of applause, my brothers and sisters. In 2015, and you can go on the internet and type smarting of health centers in St. Lucia, you will see PAHO and Minister Alvina Reynolds then when they started it. And when we came into government, we had to continue that work. Yes, they did some of it. And we are not here trying to take credit. I'm giving you a story of the work that Honorable Phillip J. Pierre and this government is doing. And before I sit, my sisters and brothers, I want to tell you something. The story will be a beautiful story as we continue to develop it in health. Because quietly, without fanfare, we have gone to Laurentius and restored the health center. If you go to the Laurentius Health Center, you will see a state-of-the-art facility down there. We have gone to Vieux Fort and refurbished the health center. We have come to the Gros Islet Polyclinic, soon to be renamed after Dr. Martin Didier. And you can see with your eyes, we are working to convert it into a 24-hour facility. We have gone to Victoria Hospital and opened the Dr. Betty Wells Polyclinic. It has seen over 13,000 patients so far with X-ray facilities. We have gutted the accident and emergency at Victoria. We are building a new accident and emergency room there. We are reorganizing the Francis Dalto building at Victoria Hospital. We have helped Soufrière Hospital with new services. My brothers and my sisters, this beautiful story continues. We are helping OKEU with additional financing to fix the problem with the pharmaceuticals and so on. The story continues. Soon we will march down to St. Jude Hospital to reopen the St. Jude Hospital. Very soon. So this beautiful story is being used with a knit and thread and a crochet in the health sector and in all other sectors in St. Lucia. Honorable Phillip J. Pierre is a master craftsman, my brothers and sisters. Our Prime Minister is a humble man, and our Prime Minister is a competent man. Our Prime Minister doesn't curse anybody. Our platform is a platform of performance and a platform of work. A platform of work. And we will continue to work for the people of St. Lucia, my brothers and sisters. So I greet you tonight. I wanted to give you just a little taste. And we will move on with the healthcare financing. They said they had insurance. Yes, they asked different insurance companies how much it would cost for this and that. But there's no document which details the plan for health insurance. Chabasak. But we are going to everyone, including the opposition, consulting with them to show them our plans, including the opposition, to present a sustainable model for health financing in St. Lucia. And we did not hide. We went to the churches everywhere in St. Lucia, my brothers and sisters. That's the difference between them and us. We have nothing to hide. We are there to work for the people of St. Lucia. And my brother Baybay, in the cabinet, every day, working for Gros Islet, my brothers and sisters. Every single day, this young man, I don't know where he gets the energy from, my brothers and sisters. Every single day he's working for you. And I want to tell you, we have faith in this young man, my brothers and sisters. We have faith in Honorable Kenson Casimir. And we have faith in our Prime Minister and our team, our cabinet colleagues, and all of you, because without you on the ground, working with us in the constituencies, convincing everyone, we would not be where we are today. So I urge all of you, St. Lucians everywhere in St. Lucia, in the diaspora, to join with Honorable Phillip J. Pierre, join with Honorable Kenson Casimir, join with our team, our National Council, our executive, and let us continue to work so that when the Prime Minister calls that wonderful day, when he's going to call the elections, we are going to come out with our relatives, our sisters, our brothers, our mothers, our children, because we know that the future of St. Lucia, is better with the St. Lucia Labour Party. I thank you, my brothers and my sisters. I thank you.
Thank you to our party chairman. Put your hands together for Honorable Moses Musa Jean-Baptiste, hailing from Beaufort North. Thank you so much, and it was really refreshing to hear all what our government is doing in health. Put your hands together for the officials of the Ministry of Health, working day and night to ensure that we deliver. Now, let me tell you, my shoes ready and my shirt iron are ready, because I know this St. Lucia Labour Party will open the St. Jude Hospital, and we will be there to witness it. The next voice you will hear is that of Honorable Emma Hippolyte, Auntie Emma, hailing from the constituency of Soufrière, Fosse-Jacques. Put your hands together for Sister Emma Hippolyte.
Who we voting for, Auntie? Who we voting for, Auntie? Auntie Emma, Auntie. Who we voting for, Auntie? Who we voting for, Auntie? Auntie. Mama Leba, Ezot Bawe. DJ Bobby.
C'est Emma, nous voulons dire que c'est Emma qui a aidé. It's Emma, we want because Emma is the one we voting.
Auntie Emma, Auntie Emma, Auntie Emma, Auntie Emma.
Brothers and sisters of Labour, good evening. Mama Gros Islet, bonsoir. Auntie is back. I want to recognize our head table, our chairperson, Honorable Musa Jean-Baptiste. I want to recognize our speaker, Honorable Claudius Francis, our president, Sister Alvina Reynolds, our Attorney General, Brother Leslie Mondesi, our cabinet colleagues and brothers here, Joachim Henry, Wayne Girard. I also want to take a moment to recognize some of our Gros Islet stalwarts who have carried the party. And tonight I want to recognize in a big way the short man, but the heavy man, Brother John Michel. I want to recognize Brother Michel and his wife for the significant work and contribution that they have done, selfless love to the party. Let us give a round of applause to Brother John Michel. I want to recognize the chairperson of the Gros Islet constituency, Brother Kenny Hyacinth. I want to recognize Sister Sharon Ephraim. I want to recognize the loudest man in the house there, the man, Simple Simon. I want to recognize our sister from Moshi, Miss Merlene Nelson. Brother Vaughn Edwin and his wife. In a big way, I want to recognize Senior Sir Calix George. And brothers and sisters, I recognize Camilla, Brother De Freitas. And tonight, as I said, where is Abok? Yes. I want to say in a very big way that we always know who the persons on the stage are, but we really need to recognize the soldiers who walk the streets day in, day out. I salute you today. I salute you today. But brothers and sisters,
what details from our eyes. Open up your eyes, this man you can't deny.
We recognize the
DJP is the man to follow. Peep peep, we coming down. Peep peep, we coming down. Peep peep peep, we coming down. DJP is the man to follow. Peep peep, we coming down. Peep peep, we coming down. Peep peep peep, we coming down. Phillip is the man for the job. All I saw on the other side was some bad deals. Living Lucia with high bills. Made a mess with an oil spill. Phillip clean up with goodwill. Stand up the soil on the battlefield. Holding up the mantle. Is you we voting for? Beep beep, we coming down. Beep beep, we coming down. Beep beep beep, we coming down. DJP is the man to follow. Beep beep, we coming down. Beep beep, we coming down. Beep beep beep, we coming down. DJP is the man to follow. Now make a toast to the boss. And now a round of applause.
brothers and sisters, I am very honored to recognize among us our Prime Minister, Honorable Phillip J. Pierre. This is the quiet and humble individual that have them shaking in their boots, brothers and sisters. Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, this evening my task is extremely simple. It's to tell you that the people of Soufrière-Faucheux-Jacques, we have our boots on. And in this constituency, we continue to work day and night to ensure that the Soufrière-Faucheux-Jacques seat remains with the St. Lucia Labour Party. And I want to tell you that with a Prime Minister who listens, with a Prime Minister who understands the ground, he ensures that we meet the needs of our constituents. Let us give him a round of applause, brothers and sisters. So, brothers and sisters, my task tonight is to remind you that as the world out there is going crazy, you have a government that works day and night to ensure that we try to put our arms and protect our constituents. And the Prime Minister has done this as the President of the United States has embraced a policy of America first. We in St. Lucia must take a posture where we protect our people. And that posture is such that we protect all our people. And that is what this Prime Minister has done. The policies that we have is to protect all the constituents of St. Lucia, all the citizens. And we do so, I want to take one example, subsidies for flour and sugar. And you may recall that the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, in his own words, believed that not everybody should receive the subsidy. But we on this side believe that every St. Lucian must benefit from what we have in St. Lucia. And last year, we had a subsidy of $13.6 million to ensure that you, John Public, could purchase bread, sugar, cooking gas, so that you can have something on your table. The last Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, do not understand that because he never have to think of what is being placed on his table. Il can manger, il pas travail. But we on this side understand that we need to put policies in place to ensure that our people survive. And that is what we are doing. Only today, I can tell you this morning, Brother Wayne Girard and myself, we sat for about 3 hours on the committee, the task force, looking at policies as to how we had policies in terms of food security and the Ministry of Agriculture. And today, we focused on other policies, how we look at our marketing of our food, what it is we are doing in the tourism industry, in the manufacturing sector. Every week, we have our president with another set of tariffs. I need to tell you that within the Ministry of Tourism, within the Ministry of Commerce, within the Ministry of Finance, you have a technical team working day and night, monitoring what is happening internationally and ensuring that we put policies in place. One of the policies that we're looking at is how do we get something as basic as chicken that is consumed by the average household? How do we source it from a market that is not from the US? And with the Prime Minister's support and directive, we have sourced chicken from Brazil, bringing the price of chicken lower for you, the people. That's the policies that we are doing. That is your government working for you, morning, afternoon, night. We are working for you. We want you to work for yourself. And all I ask of you, 2 things. Keep praying, and please ensure that you keep the St. Lucia Labour Party in office. So, brothers and sisters, this evening, before taking my seat, I want to tell you that your parliamentary rep, the man of the hour, Brother Kenson Casimir, known to you as Baybay, is a representative that you have that is working and working for you. So this evening, I want to ask you, as someone who have represented you, as someone who know maybe 70% of you in the room, I want to ask you, when the Honorable Prime Minister makes this call, to please remember to put and ensure that you keep Brother Kenson Casimir in office. I want as well to remind you that as St. Lucians, as we fight for you, that I want to remind you that you must be conscious of your consumption patterns. Please ensure when you get into the supermarket, you try as much as possible to purchase local as much as possible. If we do what we have to do, there is nothing to be afraid of. The Lord has given us good soil. Rain when it shines, nous ka manger assez d'achine, patate, egg banane. Brothers and sisters, I thank you. Long live the St. Lucia Labour Party.
Thank you, Honorable Emma Hippolyte, Parliamentary Representative for Soufrière Forcé-Jacques, who came all the way to Gros Islet to be here with you, and of course to celebrate with our comrade, Honorable Kenson Casimir. Put your hands together for Auntie Emma. Thank you so much for the work that you are doing. At this moment, we want to direct your attention to my right, to the screen on my right. We are going to dim the lights. Don't worry, for those of you who are on the live, the video will play. And this is really just a snapshot of all the work that your parliamentary representative for the constituency of Gros Islet has been able to do. Can we just dim the lights, please? Not the two at the front. Can you see the screen? Okay, so it means we will need to dim the two top lights as well. Okay, we are getting there. Is that better? I know you all want to see that video. I want to ensure that you'll see that video.
Grateful for what Kenson Casimir had done for us there. He never really looked at no color, whether you vote for SLP or whether you vote for United Workers' Party. He see the need and he helped us.
I've been born and raised there. I've been living there for 51 years and I'm so happy. Like right now, we are getting water. I'm very happy about
It's a very good help for us and all of us who live here. I could talk on beyond everything.
Unconditionally, I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear now. Let go and just be free. I will love you unconditionally.
When I got the call, it was the most joyful moment of my life because I know with Kenson we would have something, we would never let it down.
I'm very glad that this work has started on this highway next to Kilago. We can have a safer road to traverse. So very happy with the work's going on. I've been able to speak with everybody here and they're happy.
All because I love you. I love you unconditionally. I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear now. Let go and just be free. 'Cause I will love you unconditionally. So open up your heart and just let it begin. Open up your heart and just let it begin. Open up your heart and just let it begin. Open up your heart. Acceptance
is the key to be truly free. Will you do the same for me? Unconditional, unconditionally, I will love you unconditionally, yeah. And there is no fear now. Let go and just be free, 'cause I will love you unconditionally.
The Gros Islet Polyclinic have not had the ambulance that they so richly deserve.
At every single cabinet meeting, Honorable Kenson Casimir pulled me aside and asked me about the ambulance.
With this venue here, we're expecting that it will be a game changer for Gros Islet. We're expecting vending opportunities for some of our vendors.
And then, in the community of Moshi, we put on a Moshi jazz like we've never seen before. The vendors were happy. The nail techs were happy. The barbers were happy.
All when time rough, we a celebrate. Them a fi watch we a elevate. While them a fight and a segregate. Them a fi watch we a elevate. Them a fi watch we a go for the goal. Watch how my spaceship a sail. When time in dip on it all. Unruly we can't trust them friend and no more. Can't make them feel we again because them switch up before. When them see the Judah the lion a roar. Bad mind them sick when me have a cure. Runkus say we blessing them a pull up galore. Man in a boot a sweat when them they home a snore. It is there for me, it is there for you. If you start to see, then you find the truth. How your eyes to see, like a kite will flow. You not like the G, me not like you too. Me ma fi watch you a elevate. Me fi watch you a elevate. They ma fi watch you a elevate. Me ma fi watch you a elevate. All when time rough we a celebrate. Me ma fi watch you a elevate. While them a fight and a segregate. They ma fi watch we a elevate. Lose a couple friends and start win more. Greatness man I ignore. Pull the outside man no indoor. I grade a kick like a with more. I talk, drop a bomb like a C4. Babylon where we live poor. My life sweet like a ensure. Blessings are flow and we get more. You ma fi watch you a elevate. You fi watch you a elevate. Yeah. Yeah, Otto. Yeah, jelly balls. Ha! Unruly, you know? Yeah. Lose a couple friends and start with more. Greatness man I ignore. Pull the outside man no indoor. I grade a kick like a with more. I talk, drop a bomb like a C4. Babylon where we live poor. My life sweet like a ensure. Blessings are flow and we get more. You ma fi watch you a elevate. You fi watch you a elevate. They ma fi watch you a elevate. You ma fi watch you a elevate. All when time rough we a celebrate. You ma fi watch you a elevate. While them a fight and a segregate. They ma fi watch we a elevate. Them a fi watch you a rise. We are so let them negative vibes. Marrow, we no fear no devil in a disguise. Them come around with them out full of lies. Real lion lion don't roll in the crew them. I'm a rude on great, we assure them. Ventry smart and son of the chosen. Blessing it a flow like the hose them. It is there for me, it is there for you. If you start to see, then you find the truth. Higher heights to see, like a kite will flow. You not like the G, me not like you too. You know feel what you are elevate. You feel what you are elevate. They might feel what you are elevate. You might feel what you are elevate. All when time rough, we are celebrate. You might feel what you are elevate. While them a fight and a segregate. They might feel what you are elevate. They might feel watch we a go for the goal. Watch how my spaceship a sail. When time they on it all. Unruly we can't trust them friend and no more. Can't make them feel we again because them switch up before. When them see the truth and the lion a roar. Bad mind saying sick when I me have a cure. Runkus say we blessing them and pull up galore. Man in a boot a sweat when them they home a snore. It is there for me, it is there for you. If you start to see, then you find the truth. Higher heights to see, like a kite will flow. You not like the G, me not like you too. You might feel what you are elevate. You feel what you are elevate. They might feel what you are elevate. You might feel what you are elevate. All when time rough, we are celebrate. You might feel what you are elevate. While them a fight and a segregate. They might feel what you are elevate. Lose a couple friends and start win more. Greatness man I ignore. Fully outside man no indoor. I grade a kick like a with more. I talk, drop a bomb like a C4. Babylon where we live poor. My life sweet like a ensure. Blessings are
upon coming in to ensure that in a timely fashion, with the assistance of some key corporate partners, execute the jetty in terms of the rehabilitation works that were needed for not just those young people like myself earlier on in a life that would go in the area and leap into the seas, but ensure that economic activities return to Gros Islet in a very sustainable manner.
Lose a couple friends and start with more. Greatness man I ignore. Fully outside man no indoor. I grade a kick like a with more. I talk, drop a bomb like a C4. Babylon where we live poor. My life sweet like a ensure. Blessings are flow and we get more. You might feel what you are elevate. You feel what you are elevate. They might feel what you are elevate. You might feel what you are elevate. All when time rough we are celebrate. You might feel what you are elevate. While them a fight and a segregate. Them a feel what we elevate. Them a feel what you right. We are so relevant negative vibes. It is there for you. If you start to see, then you find the truth. Higher heights to see.
At the conversation with the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for National Security regarding policing, regarding the infrastructure, regarding what was needed in this constituency to tackle the issues of crime was not a very long conversation.
It's where I'm going, not where I'm coming from. No turning back, a new year has come. My heart filled with loving, blessings keep falling me. Guide me when I'm going out, protect me when I'm coming in. Chacha protect me, please protect me. It's me, now do the same thing when do 2020. I swear, man, now make me same mistakes them over and over again. Now we at ourselves, me did know. You're mad, me now do that to myself. Now we are till me 80. Man, I make changes in my life, yeah. Man, got through the phases. Life what I live. It's where I'm going, not where I'm coming from. No turning back. outside, f***ing ass down. Money man a free dog park, you gun, me nah live for party and flossy rum. From in a barrel, you can't draw me down. Too much corruption, now go on the ends, me nah no link up from them. Hey, get a youth fi live long, for the year we make 100 billion. Hey, da watch that. Yo, man, I fi change them style, fi tell her the truth, man, I fi.
Baybay stands tall through the storm in Gros Islet district where hearts are warm. No matter what they try to say, Baybay will never fade away. From the markets to the shore, we feel the love forevermore. In every heart and every sway, we're voting for Baybay anyway. Baybay's for the people, true, in every little thing we do. Gros Islet will see a brighter day, with Baybay leading the way. From morning light to evening's glow, in every step and every flow, no force can make us go astray, for Baybay shines in every way. We believe in Gros Islet's rise, Baybay pride against the skies. United strong, we proudly say, together we light the way. Baybay's for the people, true, in every little thing we do. Gros Islet will see a brighter day, with Baybay leading the way. Baybay is for the people, true, in every little thing we do. Gros Islet will see a brighter day, with Baybay leading the way. Baybay's for the people, true, in every little thing we do. Gros Islet will see a brighter day, with Baybay leading the way.
From Baybay to Gros Islet we sing season's greetings, let the joy bells ring. Sing Lucia's lights, they twinkle bright in this festive season's glow tonight. As we gather round in heart's embrace, warmth and love in every face. A prosperous new year we proclaim. May our dreams ignite like a flame. May the Almighty guide us strong in 2025 where we belong. From Baybay shores to Gros Islet's grace, may every step be in heaven's embrace. Through the laughter and the cheer, we hold our loved ones near and dear. St. Lucia dances under the moon in the arms of a hopeful tune.
It seems the Ministry of Infrastructure in Gros Islet, people, put your hands together for Honorable Kenson Casimir. When they ask you and they tell you they want to come and represent people in Gros Islet, tell them, beat that. In the words of Phillip J. Pierre, beat that. There is no coulda, woulda, shoulda. We have done, we are doing, and we will continue to do. When the young people of Gros Islet decided that they were going to be part of the largest motorcade in St. Lucia's history, beating the incumbent by 2,053 votes. People came out, record-breaking voter turnout. And of course, Gros Islet made history with a total of 7,077 votes. This victory belongs to Gros Islet. This victory belongs to the young people, the elderly, the children, every single person you saw in this video whose lives were touched and those who were not mentioned. At this moment, I want you to join me in welcoming to the mic this parliamentary representative who will win the next election in Gros Islet, Honorable Kenson Casimir.
Who's the boss at the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss at the north? Who's the boss? Hey, I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sapafwe? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sapafwe? Kenson we require, take the people higher. So tell Marcella to like spider and just retire. They see them and conspire, but all of them are liar. Next election, Flabo, we go out them fire. The boss coming, the boss coming, the boss coming, the boss coming. Clear the way, the boss coming, the boss coming, look the boss coming. Who's the boss at the north? Who's the boss? Kenson, baby. Who's the boss at the north? Who's the boss? Show them. Who's the boss at the north?
Thank you, Mr. DJ.
Who's the boss?
I know you want to hear the whole song, but we have enough time for that. Because tonight, we are going to carry on with this St. Lucia Labour Party, with the Honorable Phillip J. Pierre, this Cabinet of Ministers, and Baybay for Gros Islet come the next general election. Now, I sat down there and I watched the video. There were things in that video that people forgot happened under this St. Lucia Labour Party. And when you hear people going around saying, oh, that was things in the pipeline, keep pipeline. What pipeline? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. They stayed for 5 years, went into a 6th year, and we didn't have a Gros Islet library opened for our young people. And it took this St. Lucia Labour Party to reopen the Gros Islet library. In this video, we don't even have the Valerie Lord Avenue Road in Rivière-Mita. In this video, when you fought it at finish and it start again, we did not have the Monsitor Deramo Road included in this video. In this video, we did not have the upgrades at the Gros Islet Polyclinic. Because it was this Minister of Health, this Honorable Prime Minister, with this young minister that they were calling the little boy, that is going to bring 24 hours health care to the people of Gros Islet. They stayed for 5, went into 6. Not one block, not one bag of cement towards our health care. Ekioka the pipeline. This video did not have the worst road in Gros Islet. Where are my people from Piat? Where are my people from Piat? After 40 years of asking, the people of Piat are getting the road at the end of this week. It wasn't in that video. The Casaba Road, I like to call the Margaret de Turville Road. It was started by the Honorable Emma Hippolyte. Finally, the people of Casaba will have a road straight to their home by this government. You got the pipeline. The footpath by Marisil SDA Church. Where are my Marisil people? It did not feature in this video. But today, tonight, the people of Marisil don't have to walk through mud to get to their house. This video that lasted more than 15 minutes. Where are people from Asu Canal? For all these years, the people of Asu Canal waited and waited and waited. And they only saw the former MP the week of election at the VA, Pavinicia. The Asu Canal Road, phase 1, complete for the people of Asu Canal. And we know phase 2 has started for the people of Asu Canal. And I heard the senior minister mention there is a phase 3 to come. And so people, when I heard the discourse going on in this country, I wonder why it is that people seem to have no answers to the questions posed by them, to them, by the media. And I have to say something to the media. Y'all want to find out about something innovative being done by this government? Ask us. Ask us. Because they don't know nothing about farmers' insurance. They will not know anything about farmers' insurance. It is this government who has set aside $1 million for insurance for our farmers in this country. And of course, with the farmers' insurance, they will get to a point where they make contributions, and when disaster hits, they can access it to get back to where they need to be in terms of bananas and plantains. And so, my people, we have started more work in the constituency of Gros Islet. We have started more work. And in the month of June to July, you will see the commencement of lights on the Moshi playing field. In the month of June to July, you will see the commencement of roads in Monnier. In the month of June, we will see the commencement of the Phillips Road in Rivière-Mita. In the month of June, we will see the commencement. Where my Monsepa people? Where my Monsepa people? The people of Monsepa would have seen work started on the Wasco line. Finally, work has commenced on that Wasco line, and we will see the commencement and construction of that Monsepa Road. Because when this 6-star general walked into the community of Monsepa before the election, he said it would be done. And now the Monsepa people can celebrate because it is happening right now. Leutan Yokadi pipeline. The people living in the communities of Deramo and Labon, Monsepa, and all other areas have been waiting to own a piece of St. Lucia for many, many years. It is this honorable Prime Minister who has decided that anyone living on the crown for more than 30 years will own the crown free of charge. We didn't go into Labon and ask the people to survey their land and then we will talk. Kibaisa. This Prime Minister walked up the hills of Labon and told these people they will be getting the crown land. And it is happening as we speak. So when you hear them tell you, it was in the pipeline, Dio, Mwedi, Yomati. And they have another thing saying, oh, COVID, COVID, COVID. The fact of the matter is, there was more money circulating in terms of construction on the ground during those years of COVID. Think back. They were talking about those years as if they did not have the finances, as if they were not given some favorable terms to do construction. But where did they do it? The people of Degazo have been waiting for that Mikey Pilgrim Road. Now we need to start naming roads in Gros Islet, because what way what? Finally, that work is starting next week for the people of Degazo. And they go around while we are working. We are in cabinet. We are stabilized, and we've stabilized this economy. We have taken the time to make decisions in the best interest of our people. We have organized. While we are governing, they go all around the constituencies. Hot foot. You probably have called soup kitchen like you bonje. They go all around spreading lies, muddying the waters, propaganda left, right, and center, asking people to vote against this government. They want you, the people of Gros Islet and St. Lucia, to vote against a semi-professional football league. They want you, the people of Gros Islet and St. Lucia, to vote against a semi-professional cricket league. For the first time in our history, those who were involved in semi-professional cricket, those who were involved in the high performance center, those who are going to be involved in the T10 cricket competition will walk away in excess of $10,000 for that time period. Cricketers in St. Lucia, you want them to vote against that? They want you to vote against the completion, the intervention, all the works we've done in our healthcare system. They want you to vote against a government that will complete St. Jude's. They're going in all corners, begging. Some of them saying they have $3 million to campaign. Diovini. Going in all houses and begging you to vote against a government that established minimum wage in this country. They call in auntie, nenen, power, brother to accompany them in the dark of the night at times to ask you to vote against a government that is paying 4 CXCs for its people. They're waking up 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the beach with heels in their feet to tell you to vote against a government that pays the facilities fees of its students. They're swinging left, swinging right, going north, going south to tell you to vote against a government that is increasing payments to pensioners in this country? While this government works hard in meetings, getting it done for the people, you telling these people that they should vote against a government that is now ensuring that Gros Islet has a police station? You going left, right, center, up and down to tell the people of Gros Islet and St. Lucia to vote against a government that brings this St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival to the people? You waking up 4 in the morning to go to Seaview. You going all around. You calling people 10 in the night, begging them, left, right, and center, to vote against a government that gives his students laptops? You going left and right, up and down, begging the people of Gros Islet and St. Lucia to vote against a government that pays back pay to the civil servants? You're going all around the place, begging people, day in, day out, morning, noon, and night, to vote against a government that has re-established the distress fund. But you see, my people, there's a desperation within the opposition. One that we've never seen before. And their strategy is to come to each individual that they know may be sensitive to the cause of developing this country, especially members of the St. Lucia Labour Party, and say to them, Kisa uhen pako. As if every single individual should look away from the great work of this government and stay at home and don't vote. But my people, please do not be deceived. Please know that the grass is not always greener on the other side. We, the people of Gros Islet, elected a government that has worked. People, do you realize that it's not 4 years yet? Do you realize that July 26 was 4 years? Will be 4 years. Sorry, one thing your Gros Islet people on, eh? And we were sworn in on August 5th. So it's not even 4 years yet. But they will ask you to vote against a government that has established a youth economy for our young people. A government that has brought to our people an MSME loan grant for your businesses. And I can go on and on and on. My people of Gros Islet, I cannot stay for the whole night. I know you want me to stay for the whole night. But there's never been so much work done in Gros Islet in less than 4 years. Never. They were there for 4.5, 5. They came out. They came back, stayed for 6. And I have said to them, any day, anytime, put your 10 years against this 3.5 years, and let's debate. Night and day. They put away a lazy boy and they brought in a sportsman who knows you have to work out 3 times a day if you want to see results. Morning, noon, and night. And we have worked, and we have worked, and we have worked. We are about to have a brand new Gros Islet northern headquarters for our police. We are expanding the Gros Islet Polyclinic. We have completed, or we are near completion, of a Gros Islet mini stadium. And when you see we open that stadium, bon Dieu, fire! We are about to open, and I know Simple will be jumping up and down, the Gros Islet recreational facility. And I'll think when that ribbon is cut, I might shed some tears. But we will be opening the Grand Riviere Community Center. For so many years, the most populous community in this nation did not have a community center, did not have a multi-purpose court, roads in deplorable conditions. And it took this Minister of Finance and this MP to say Grand Riviere deserves better. In a few weeks, we will be opening the Deidre Mafre Community Court in Grand Riviere. In a few weeks, we will be reopening the Rivemita Multipurpose Court for our people. And of course, Monnier, Labon, these communities will see the road infrastructure developed in this month. So, my people of Gros Islet, I am ready. Are you ready? I am ready. Are you ready? Long live the St. Lucia Labour Party. Long live Phillip J. Pierre. Long live the people of Gros Islet. We are going to carry on, carry on, carry on. Thank you.
Wow, put your hands together for Baybay, for Gros Islet. Come on, people. Let me tell you, impressive, impressive work. Well done, well done, well done to the parliamentary representative of Gros Islet. I hear some people say they have $3 million to spend. Okay. Remember last election what we said? Puela hayo tiweyo. But in this case, we taking it. Because if that's the first time you want to make a donation to Gros Islet, make the donation. Because what we just saw has been unmatched and will continue to be unmatched because this is dedication and determination. And this is what this St. Lucia Labour Party is all about. This is what your party brings to you. A renewed sense of hope, vision. And we have a visionary who recently celebrated 28 years as the parliamentary representative for Castries Southeast, our political leader. And let me tell you, St. Lucia, it is certainly my honor and my privilege that the next voice you hear is that of our six-star general, the Prime Minister, the political leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party, Honorable Phillip J. Pierre.
Lord, I come to you, let my heart be changed, renewed, flowing from the grace that I found in you.
Comrades, 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 I love you. We are a party of love. We have no hate. We have no revenge. We have no envy. All what we want to do is to make St. Lucia a better place for the people of St. Lucia. And why must they be against that? Why must they be against? We trying and we succeeding to make St. Lucia a better place for everyone. I want you to think a little, because now what you hear, you must always think about it. Look at Gros Islet and look at a mile radius around Gros Islet. And let me tell you what is there. If you go to the left, you will see the Gros Islet Polyclinic. You go a little further up, you will see the Northern, and your home too. You go further up, you will see the Northern Police Headquarters. $50 million. If you go into Casaba, you will see a brand new hotel that's going to be open shortly. If you go on the other side, you will see that they have begun to break down 3 hotels to put 4 new hotels in Redway, costing over $200 million US. And if you go high up on the hill, where they try to create trouble, you'll see a massive new hotel that will open its first rooms in October this year. And if you go around, you will see the Grand Riviere Community Center. And among all that, you will see buildings, houses, homes, and further. This guy was keeping a secret from me all the time. But I've warned them on Sundays, I drive in everywhere. So I went to Gros Islet, and I saw, they call it a mini stadium. What I saw was a world-class stadium in Gros Islet. So I want to tell you, isn't that something you've seen for yourself? Is that something I tell you we had planned to do? Is that something I've given you excuses for? You go and you see it for yourself. And that is the problem. They cannot deny the work of the St. Lucia Labour Party. All over the country. And I challenge them, you know, what they want to do, they want to take us off target. They want to get us involved in nonsense. Papi show, magie, couillon tui. That's what they want to get us involved in. But we are focused. We are protecting the We are focused. We are keeping our eyes on the prize. So they can say whatever they want. They can froth from their lips. They can spit and they can shout. They can get vexed and fat. We are keeping our eye on the prize. So they expect me to answer nonsense. They expect me to get involved in papi show. They expect me to feel men who are frustrated, men who have lost elections, men who will lose elections again. You want me Joseph, Pierre to argue with you. Never. My job is to work with the men and women on this platform to cause St. Lucia to go higher and higher. And my job is to say to Baby, carry on, baby. So, they just start. They just start to talk nonsense because they want to get me involved. I'll tell you something. My mother was a teacher. And I want to recognize Comrade Calix George, a stalwart of the St. Lucia Labour Party. And she said to me, when a child didn't do their homework, they used to come in the back of the class and begin to make noise. Teacher, this, that. Teacher, this, that. So that the teacher can forget that they didn't do their homework. So they want us to forget that they did nothing. So what they're doing is make noise. So every Sunday, blah, 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 da, 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 da. Not me. Makawe ponyo. Because when I come to report to the people of St. Lucia what this government is doing for St. Lucia. And I want to challenge any of them. There are some of them that say them is economists. There are some of them that say them is all kind of expert in trade and all kind of thing. I ain't nothing. You know what I am? I'm a man of love. And what they had to hear me say is the people of Castries East. They know me. I know them. And the problem is they cannot make the people of Castries East turn their back on me. So I can bully you. You can babye. You can swear. So my brothers, let's talk something. I want to have a discussion with any of the economists on when had St. Lucia ever had 3 years of consecutive growth. I want to have a discussion with any of the economists. When was St. Lucia's unemployment ever so low? And I want to tell you something. You know, if we continue where we're going, when we begin construction of the 4 new hotels, St. Lucia will have what is called full employment. Because right now, as we speak, it is difficult to get skilled labor in the island. Because last week, Friday, you could not get 1 block to buy in St. Lucia. Who buying the blocks? What economy is buying the blocks? The blocks disappearing? And they make a big fuss. They go on the port. You know, I can't understand how a group of people can want to destroy a country like that. I can't understand that. I was in opposition too. I wasn't always in government. I was in opposition. I went there. I did my work. We did our research. And we got into government. But these people just want to destroy St. Lucia. There are some issues on the port. They infiltrate it. So they're gone. They're happy. Soon they won't have no food. Drive out on strike. They're happy. They're happy because you may not get food in the supermarket because the people want to go on strike. They're happy. Why are the ports full? The ports are full because St. Lucia is growing faster than anticipated. There were 500 cars on the port. Where the cars going? Who buying the cars? With what they buying it? So if they have no money, who'll buy the cars? So the ports are full because 500 cars came into the country and there was no place to put them. So instead of saying, let us sit together and find a solution, they're laughing, they're happy. So it's me that make the pot small. You know why? Because they cannot understand how a country can move and develop like St. Lucia. And there's more. Cost of living, cost of living, cost of living. Moi, qui a fait by trumpet tariff at Papi Chokoa. I'm the one doing that. Me. I am the one that caused the price of goods to go up in the U.S. So you know what we did? We sat with Emma, we sat with Wayne, we sat in the Ministry of Agriculture, and we are devising a plan. They vex. They vex. You talk about cost of living. We are doing our best to reduce the cost of living. You vex. So what we did? We removed the service charge on basic foodstuff. That began on the 1st of June. That began on the 1st of June. They more vex. According to the fellas, you're rara. But more to come. More to come. More to come. You know, if they vex now, wait what will happen in July. Because in July, we have sat, we have discussed, and we are going to remove the VAT on many foodstuffs in the country. I want to see if they'll get vexed too for that. So 1st of July, and I give you the date. I give you the date. Because I tell them, don't test me. I gave them the date. 1st of July. We said 1st of June. We did it already. 1st of July. But further, and Emma told you, we are going to inject $5 million in local agriculture so the farmers can plant more local fruits. Because when I told them, and you know, I want you to remember these things because they want you to forget. They just come. They come from heaven. Them is fellas that never run no election. There was never parliamentary rep. They didn't do nothing. Lord, we so good. And the fellas so wicked. They want you to forget. They want you to have a loss of memory. That's the problem. That's the problem. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. History has a way of repeating itself. And I always tell them, challenge me on facts. Challenge me on figures. Challenge me on what the IMF says about St. Lucia. Challenge me about, I'll tell you something, and the people in my constituency must forgive me. I do not have time because there are lines of investors who want to see me, who want to see Hilaire, because they want to invest in St. Lucia. Scores of investors, they say what is happening in St. Lucia. During the week, I met people from Cricket West Indies, and they said to me, they are pleased because we have begun a semi-professional cricket league, and these young men are getting about $5,000 for less than 2 months' work. They vex. They vex. But I have more to come because we are putting $1 million in sports gear for the young men and women of St. Lucia. So, my sisters and my brothers, you must remain focused. Now, you notice I have said nothing about your parliamentary representative. Because you see, Monsieur V. Kwenemwe, every time Prime Minister this, Prime Minister that, road, and anytime, give him a little bit. Look a little bit. So on Sunday, after church, you know the vex I go to church too. I go to church for years, ages. At university, it was me and two chief fellows in the church. Because at university, everybody said them is big, radical and things. So by going to church, they vexed me for that. You're flashy. So on Sunday, I took a drive in Gros Islet. And if you see things I see, if you see things I see, I saw a big blue building. So I asked, what is that? So I told me, boss, come drive there. So I drive inside. The man have what he called a human resource development center. But I thought I was in Madison Square Gardens. So he keeps secret. He said nothing. So when I catch him, he said, boss, you know we have no food in each other yet. He goes further. And he says to me, you know, the young people, the people in Blackburn, you came there, you talk about giving them land and things so. I know that the man don't do like another fellow I know well and decide to divide land because the people land survey and he tell me that as if it never happened. But let me tell the people in Labon, they will get their land this year. They will get it this year. And I'll come back to you and tell you when we give it to them this year. Because they must judge us by our performance. They must judge us by what we do. They must judge us by how we have advanced this country. So they don't want to talk sense. They won't, not one of them has ever told you what they will do to do for you. It's just mépris, threats, envy, papi show, magie, nonsense. Do not get disturbed. Keep your eye on the prize. But I'll tell you something. You see Gros Islet? We won Gros Islet by over 2,000 votes. That's not enough. That is not enough. That's not enough. I, Phillip Joseph Pierre, working in Gros Islet to win by 3,500 votes. That is your margin. That's what I want for Gros Islet. I want you to win by 3,500 votes. That's what I want for Gros Islet. And we're working to win Gros Islet by 3,500 votes. And it'll get me vexed 4,000. Because their problem is they can't test me. Their problem is that I love the people of St. Lucia. Their problem is that I will never do the people of St. Lucia any harm. Their problem is I will not sell St. Lucia to foreigners. Their problem that I will not sell the beach. Their problem is I will defend the workers of St. Lucia. Their problem is we gave pensioners an increase in salary the first time in decades. And their problem is I paid civil servants their back pay. The back pay, they couldn't pay them. I paid what they left, and I paid what I gave them. And next week, we are going to sign a collective agreement with the public sector workers. And I will attend because I'm a man of the workers. And our party is a party of the workers. So my sisters, my brothers, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for supporting Kenson. I want to tell you, Kenson has a lot of potential. Kenson loves you. Kenson loves Gros Islet. Kenson loves St. Lucia. But I hear some of you complaining Kenson answered his phone. Pakite. I'll tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you elect a parliamentary representative, or when you elect a prime minister, and the prime minister makes his colleagues ministers, you elect them to work for you. If Kenson have to answer every phone call he gets, so hello, 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 hello. What time will Kenson get to work for the people of Gros Islet? If I have to answer every WhatsApp, how will I be able to progress St. Lucia? So you must excuse us. You mustn't let the UWP confuse you. I want to tell you, tell me, I mentioned no name, where could you get him to answer phone? Tell me. Tell me, where? You not say that, eh? Because you know, my backlash, where could you get them to answer phone? But sometimes you, our people, you allow the propaganda to get to your head. You allow the propaganda to get to your head. You can see what Kenson is doing. You can see what the government is doing. But I'll tell you something. You must understand that sometimes Kenson will not be able to answer his phone. So, pas fâché P for a phone call. Don't get vexed with me because you answer WhatsApp. I'm sure Kenson, and all of us, we want to answer every phone call. But I tell you, if we do that, how will we administer this country? We only have 24 hours in a day. We have to deal cabinet on Monday, and on Mondays, we leave cabinet 10:30, 11 o'clock. There's guys that get vexed, but they must still work. I always tell them, the people elect you to work. So if cabinet ends at midnight, you must stay till 5 after midnight. So on Monday, we have cabinet. On Tuesday sometimes, we have parliament. On Wednesday is constituency day. On Thursday, we have meetings. On Friday, we have to go around the island to deal with stuff around the island. So you must understand, it is not possible for any time somebody calls or any time somebody sends a WhatsApp, you can answer. So I want to excuse him and excuse us. And we apologize for that if you believe that he doesn't answer his phone enough or I don't answer my WhatsApp enough. All I can tell you is Labour is working. Kenson is working. And the work, you can see the work. You can see the work because when August comes and all teachers get their August salary, you think a phone call can answer that? When CXC comes, and you know, I just think that people have understood, especially those on the other side, what that means to the people of St. Lucia. Every child must do at least 5 CXCs. A CXC, I think, is $64. How much CXC? Let's say it's $100 per subject. Suppose your child is doing 5 subjects. You'd have to pay $500. Now, you only have to pay $100. That's a transformation for education in the country. So you see, we do that for everybody. UWP, Labor, PLP, all kind of P's. We pay CXC for all the children in the country. And you don't have to go to any minister office for that to happen. It happens for all the children in the country. Everybody. And more coming, more coming. 1 university graduate per household. We are going to expand that program for everybody in the country. Right now, as we speak, we are improving and building new blocks on 5 schools in the country. Go and see it for yourself. Go to Enchipo. Go to Enchipo. You see the 3rd floor of the school going up. Go to Viewfort. You will see it. Go to Viewfort North. You will see it. Go to Grand Riviera. You will see it. You will see it for yourself. It's not a thing I tell you, oh, we didn't do that because of this and because of that. And if we were there, we would have done that. We are doing it, and you can see it happen. So I challenge them. I challenge them. Let's discuss anything. So my sisters, my brothers, I want to thank you. I want to thank you, the people of Labor. I want to thank St. Lucia, because, you know, many UWPs have come and said the government is working. So when they say the government is working, I say to them, vote for us. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. Labor is working, so vote for Labor. And I tell you something else. We have to have a big celebration. You know what happened? Not when we finish. You know, healthcare. I mean, these guys. Healthcare. I tell them, these days, they forget crime. Pierre. So right now, it is not where we wanted to get. It's not where we wanted to get. Not where we wanted to get. But at least, listen to me carefully, not where we want it to be, but at least it is coming down. It is coming down. It is coming down. So, they finish that. Healthcare. Healthcare. Yesterday, furniture began to come for St. Jude Hospital. When we opened St. Jude, you know, we are opening St. Jude with no coat and tie and ha. St. Jude opening is a celebration for the people of St. Lucia. And everybody must go down to St. Jude. And if I tell you what to wear, they say I'm in politics. So wear what you want. what you want. I tell you what to wear. Wear what you want. Because this would be a dream that the people of St. Lucia wanted, and Labour will deliver. Labour will deliver. Gros Islet Polyclinic expansion will open. The fifth finger of the OKU will start before the end of the year. The emergency ward at the Victoria Hospital, work will begin there by July. Work will begin there. A new health center has opened in Denmark. In Fosso, we are going to begin repairs on the health center. In Viewfort North, work is going to begin on the health centers. So we have just appointed 17 doctors who they had on contract. We put them on full-time employment. Tell them to beat that. Tell them beat that. Beat that. Talk about that. Beat that. Beat it. So, I am proud. I'm proud of you, the people of Labour. I'm proud. I'm proud of what the people of Labour have produced. I'm proud of what your government has done for you. Because we work together. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. Of course we make mistakes. All men and women make mistakes. But I can tell you, anything we do, when we sit in the cabinet of this country, we never sit and talk about victimizing this or victimizing that. And some of you complain. Some of you complain and say to us, oh, only Flambeau getting thing. Not only Flambeau getting thing, St. Lucia getting thing. So we work for St. Lucia. And we'll continue to work for St. Lucia because St. Lucia is where we live and we are all damn proud. My brothers and sisters, thank you very much. The young people, I want to tell you, no government has done more for the young people of St. Lucia than the Labour Party government. No government. And when they want, we can have a discussion on that. We're ready to discuss anything they want except mépris, except magie, except stupidness. We want to discuss anything they want. Thank you very much, Gros Islet. Thank you for supporting Baybay. And remember, I gave you a mission. You win by 3,500 votes, and if they get me vexed, 4,000. Good night.
Thank you, Prime Minister, political leader, Honorable Phillip J. Pierre. Put your hands together for the 6-star general, the man who led us into victory on July 26, 2021. At this moment, of course, we want to hear from the constituency of Gros Islet. We want to hear from you if you have a question for any of our parliamentarians on the stage. If you have a comment, the mic is to the front. We ask that you please be brief. I know some of you have been here for some time, but if you have a question, we're asking you to please come use the mic. A question or a suggestion. Please come use the mic. Everybody raising their hand, but they don't want to come to the mic. Of course, comrades, let's be mindful that we have several persons who want to make contributions, so let us please be brief.
Mr. Prime Minister, what I want you to do is to fire the prosecutor. That's what I want. Mr. Prime Minister, what I want you to do first is to fire the prosecutor. That's what I want.
That's a big job, comrade.
The government of St. Lucia, y'all campaign about corruption, and I am so sick because some people saying, the last government did a lot of things. Avec m'rapana koyol. M'rapana koyol. Parce que jodi zokte ka campagne pour ça mener moun qui fait bagay qui pas bon pour ça mener pour justice. Avec juste toujours yo allé avec yo prend toute bagay l'hôpital là. Yo mené police kay moun. Yo pense matou yo a. Et juste toujours élection qui vient l'année prochaine. Personne ne peut mener yo devant pour demander côté ces bails ça là. Si c'était yo malheureux, si c'était yo local man, yo t'ai affiné avec yo. Moi voulais rapport ça sérieux parce que votre campagne en l'air ça. Avec moi voulais yo bagay fait présentement en l'air ça. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you.
My brother, you have ever heard that the wheels of justice grind slowly? We are a government of process. We are a government that follows the law. We are a government that do things the right way. Let me give you an example. They run the last parliament for 5 years without a deputy speaker. 5 years. For 5 years. 6 years, thank you. As soon as we got into government, we told one of our men, I had the fortitude. You not see that. To say to one of our men, stand down and become the deputy speaker. Because we always obey the law. They have forgotten that they didn't have a deputy speaker, you know. They forget that. I want to know what's the excuse for that. They say parliament must commence a few days after election. They refuse to start parliament the days after election. When they came to government, we started parliament the time that the constitution says. So we obey and we follow the law. I want to tell you that we are not on any witch hunt. What we are doing, we are allowing the process to continue, and what has to happen will happen. I know you are impatient. I know you are impatient. And you have to be impatient. But do not let that confuse you with the work that the government is doing for you. Don't let that confuse you. Because look at where we've taken that economy. Look at where we've taken it. Look at where we got it, and look at where we've taken it. So I want to tell you, we are pursuing, but be patient with us because we want the processes to be correct, because we are a government of law and order.
I want to say good evening to everybody and a special good evening to the Prime Minister and welcome to Gros Islet. My question for you, Prime Minister, are you going to split our constituency? And if not, can you give our minister more money, please?
I'll tell you something, eh? If Baybay do so many things, if you do so many things, and you have so many more things to do, and you want more money. Bal fini. But my sister, we share things in this government. We share things. Everybody gets. I'll tell you something. Do you know when we were in opposition, they had what they call a doctrine. I mentioned the person's name that had the doctrine. But we give every parliamentarian, including them, we give them CDP money for their constituency. That's the kind of government we are.
Good night, my people. I don't have a question. I just want to say, no change required for Gros Islet. Make I dis a patwa baizot. Nous pas bouiser pièce changement en ville Gros Islet. Gros Islet ka weste et puis Baybay. We are staying with Kenson Casimir because he has worked, he has delivered, he has passed the test, and we are staying with Baybay. That's all I would like to say. No change required. We are staying with Baybay.
Tonight I am here to compliment my government because I'm satisfied the way they are working for the country and where the country was and where they have bring this country. I want to thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, my PM, my parliamentary rep. Continue doing the good work you're doing. But one thing I have a question directly to you, Mr. Prime Minister. This afternoon while I was at work, I get a call all the way from Canada. And the main topic, that was the main topic on Newspin today, that the people in Bannans Bay, that we know GPAs have to do work there, and government just give the people just $40,000, and they haven't got nowhere to go, and they have to build their home. So I want to get a little more explanation on this place.
My brother, that's a good question. But it just shows you what these guys have in their mind for the people of St. Lucia. It just shows you that. Here's what will happen there. Here's what will happen there. We are creating what is called a fishing village. We are transforming that area so that the fishermen there can sell their fish in much better conditions. In there, we're going to have restaurants. In there, we're going to have cafes. In there, we are transforming that whole area. But you know, they do not want that. They don't want that. They want the people to remain where they are. But we have designed a plan which they know for the people of that area. It is not in my frame of mind to tell you exactly, because we want the people to keep their secrets, keep their pride. We don't want to go all the people say, we do this, we do that, we give this one that, we give that one that. We want to treat the people with dignity because we respect them. And we want to keep the confidence. The relationship between the people there and SLASPA must be a confidential relationship. But I'll tell you something. The people who live there are going to be much better off. And when you see that area, you're going to see why labor works for you. What these guys want is to leave you in that state. Now, you know, if you can be vexed, I have a next speech. What these guys want is to leave you in that state. Remember when they said marchand is for demonstration? Look at the history. Remember when they said during COVID, you don't need food? Remember they said that if you can stay without food during COVID, you're okay? But they want you to forget that. Remember when they used to distribute food during COVID, they passed constituencies that support the Labour Party and gave food everywhere else, and then the people in these constituencies hungry. So we have nothing to be afraid of. We can defend anything they come with. We can defend it. I want to tell the people of Bannan, their life is going to be better under Labour.
Good evening to all.
So, comrades, so we will take... Yes. So these are our last few questions. Thank you.
I know before you ask a question, next day you on Facebook, a little piece playing. Okay. My question, Mr. Prime Minister, I don't know if you are aware of what's going on in the registry. I applied for a birth certificate September last year, and I've gone to the registry 5 times. Oh, Mr. James, I'll call you. Didn't I told you I will call you, Mr. James? And up to a day like today, Mr. Prime Minister, I haven't got that birth certificate. And I need to get a birth certificate. Well, the birth certificate is for my brother who's mentally ill. And I need to get some information so I can get him insured if something happened. And then I cannot get the birth certificate from September 9th last year. So I want to ask, are you aware of that, or what plans you have for that in the future? Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you give... all right, the Attorney General is here. Comrade. The Attorney General is there. We've done a lot of work in the registry. A lot of work in the registry. Talk to the Attorney General, give him your name, give me your phone number, and we see what we can do for you.
Good night, Mr. Rep. Okay. My suggestion, first thing, you see the old police station, the Prime Minister, I think that building has been resting there too long. Okay. The old police station, that building has been resting there too long. I personally believe that we need something, Rep, because if you realize that we are surrounded with a lot of young people, and no government can create employment for everybody. But I personally believe if we have a skill center in that building there, where we can teach people for trade, whether it's welding. I do joinery. When I started with Marie Michelle, I left joinery. When Auntie Emma came, I left my joinery, and I started doing popcorn. So I believe if we can do something, invest in that building, so that at least we have to go to the primary school there. So young people can probably learn a little trade, whether it's joinery, whether it's steel bending, or something else. We need to do something with that building. And the other thing I have, the Gros Islet Community Center there, that building there, I personally believe that we are paying too much rent for over there, where we have the Gros Islet Council. That council there has a little problem. They say there's water dripping. I personally believe if they can build a roof over that, and the money that we are paying over there, I think we can use it there to build a roof, and then we can go back to this building there, because the building is just there. I think I would like to see something, how we can sort out that problem there. Now, Mr. Rep, I must commend your dedication to the people of Gros Islet. You have touched the life of the old people and the young people. You do not care, and I always say that to Auntie Emma, do not, whether you support Labour or Flambeau, touch the life of people. And Kenson, you have done that. You have created a lot of employment for the people of Gros Islet. Just, I must say to Leo Clark, thank you very much. Rep, honestly, thank you very much. And one thing, I must comment of the Gros Islet Stadium. I was so proud to be part of cricket selling there and the school sports where I end up doing my little popcorn there and stuff. I must say that it is a very nice initiative. Gros Islet vendors, take advantage of that. Whether you want to create your own employment and something. So Kenson, so far, you have done a marvelous job. And I'm going to send a message to my friend, Marcelina Johnson. I am going to say to you right now, the angel of death has passed over Flambeau. Flambeau is not going to make it. So Kenson, you are doing a great job. We are going to put you back to be our representative on the people of Gros Islet, and keep the church. Young people, let us stand up with Kenson Harrison. And I want you all, Gros Islet people, please stand up and salute our district rep, Honorable Kenson Casimir.
Thank you very much, Simple. Thank you.
Simple pack. I have all the Coney Island ready. Let us open that. Let us open Simple Pack to put on my Coney Island. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Comrades, we are going to, so we have Lincoln Tomika, and this senior lady, she was on the line, but she went to sit and she's back. So the last three persons, and then we will end. Go ahead, Lincoln. Oh, 1 second.
Just let me address something quickly. The old police station, from the moment I became parliamentary rep, we have been looking into what we can develop at that old police station. We came in, we did a structural report. We were told that the building is not salvageable. We then went on to get a cost estimate for demolition. The demolition of the building, contractors would tell you, close to $300,000. I had to make a decision as parliamentary rep whether or not I was going to demolish that building and then get something else started over there, or I can use that money for the housing repair program that we have so many individual persons asking for support for. So we do have plans to have a skills center at that venue. As soon as the finances are available, you will see the work started. Thanks.
Good evening to all. Well, I'm proud with my party, with my Prime Minister, with the good work we are doing. But, I say a big but, we are the biggest constituency in terms of population. And my rep he's working on things with concerning, we have the Gros Islet Friday night, we have Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Our sanitary workers, we need more in Gros Islet to make my parliamentary rep work a little easier. That's what we did. We need more council workers in Gros Islet.
So just quickly, yes, the Honorable Prime Minister did realize that problem in Gros Islet, and I can say that he has approved additional workers. From the 15th of June, we will be working with the SSDF, and you will see more workers on ground throughout the constituency of Gros Islet. Much needed intervention realized, and we're heading in that direction. 15th of June. So if you all see somewhere dirty and that sort of thing, let me know.
Mr. Prime Minister. Good night, Mr. Prime Minister, and all your colleagues. I'm so glad that you all are working good for us. May God bless you all. And you all have to put God first in everything you all are doing, because He knows better. We don't know nothing, but He knows and sees everything. And I wish you all good luck. Now, this goes on to Mr. Casimir Baby. I heard they call his name. Baby. Mr. Casimir, you knows me and I know you. I came to your office, that was in March, and I told you my complaint. I told you I had to go to court. And when I go to court on what they tell me, I will let you know. When I went to court, the court finished in March the 26th. They give me 6 months to move where I am because they brought me to court. And I've been looking, going to your office. Sometime when I gotta go, I call. They tell me you won't be there in the office. The last time I called, they say, you are on the ground. I say, oh, he must be working, so I cannot see him. I went to that place there, upstairs, Massey in Conway there. Housing. I went there yesterday. I went to bring my complaint. A young lady tell me they cannot do nothing for me. So I tell her everything. Then she tell me what I have to do. Come here. Come here. And I will see you and I will say what I have to tell you, Mr. Casimir. So, Mr. Casimir, I'm asking you, please, I need help. I don't have the money. I'm not working. I have 2 sons, and it's only one that is working. The other one cannot work because he's a sickler, and he has 2 ulcers on his foot. He has to be going to dress at the polyclinic. So I need help, please, Mr. Casimir, because they gave me 6 months to move. This month will be 3 months. I remain 3 months to go. So I want you to help me to tell me something. And other thing again, the house I am living in, it is not good at all, both out and in. The flooring is going down. The plywood outside is rotting. So I need a help, please, before the time comes. Because I don't want the people to come to break my house down and to put my things outside because I will have nowhere to go. So please, Mr. Casimir, please, please, please try and help me, please.
Okay, well, you do have a very peculiar situation. We did speak about what was happening in terms of, I don't know how much of your business you want me to actually let out, but we actually have been working with the Minister of Housing. I have just had a short word with the Prime Minister. I have your information. We will definitely do our best to see how we can locate you somewhere. We will do our best. But we know if private land, it's a situation that is peculiar. We'll handle it. We'll get all the information. We'll do our best for you, okay?
Yes, because you see, I am not young, I'm old. I'm 80 years of age. So, try please, thanks very much.
Yes, my lady.
Thank you, and tell your mother I said howdy for me, please.
No problem, my love.
And Mr. Prime Minister.
No problem, my love.
Mr. Joseph Fair, I love you because you are doing good things for everybody. And that is very nice of you. May God bless you and all your colleagues. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm a proud resident of Gros Islet, and my question have a little to do with what the lady just said. Seeing that Gros Islet is a very densely populated constituency and continue growing, I want to know what are the plans for affordable housing in Gros Islet?
My sister,
Yes, my brother.
I'll ask the parliamentary rep to give you a t-shirt, you hear?
He know he don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Nah, you know?
And it's a green shirt, not yellow, green.
Saka vegle moi. Okay. We understand, and I'm glad you made the point, and you said affordable housing. Because sometimes people use the word, low-cost housing. It's very difficult to talk about low-cost housing. It's affordable housing. As we speak, we put in $5 million in the NHC, to build condominium-type houses in Talvon. We hope to sell them 2 bedrooms for $196,000. Now, that is a price that the government makes no profit. So we start in there. The rocker housing that you see they fighting down. They go in there and they're taking pictures and all kind of nonsense because we are trying to put affordable housing in Rockall. So we're on these 2 sides. when we look at how these houses have been sold, and we can go to another site. But as we speak now, we are doing the affordable housing in Talvan and in Rockall. But further, we are doing land rationalization. Apart from the fact that people who live on crown lands, and you know, it's very sad when you see people deliberately trying to mislead the people of St. Lucia. And I heard Curly George today on the radio explaining these crown land things. These guys, they hate the people of St. Lucia so much, and they want to keep the people down all the time. We said that anybody who is on crown land for 30 years and more, the government will give them the land. There are a number of people all over the island where their land has been surveyed, but they cannot get title, so they can't get a loan to fix the house. They can't get a loan to send their children to school. We say we're giving them the land. These guys are against that. So we have proud, and next year or the next legislative year, we are passing a new law to manage these lands in the country. So we're going in at two levels, at the level of housing and at the level of land. But there's a deficit of houses in the country of between 15,000 and 20,000 people who want houses in the country. So we're taking it step by step. In the meantime, we have removed VAT on some building materials so you can get the building materials cheaper. So we are having a number of interventions as far as VAT is concerned, as far as housing is concerned. And for the people who may not remember, we've changed the tax laws so you can claim your allowances on your mortgage. So if you're building a house and your interest on your mortgage is $15,000, you can claim all the $15,000. So we are having interventions at different levels because the aim is to create a situation where everybody in St. Lucia will be able to have the aspiration of owning their own house or their own land. It's step by step we're going.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Prime Minister. Just two quick questions. One, we are happy to hear of the low unemployment figures in St. Lucia. And the fact that we are hearing of new hotels being built who will require employees. So we already know, as an employer, I can tell you that there is a shortage of manpower on island. With new hotels coming in, we know that in the tourism sector, that there is a lot of rotations, that the employees are, switching from one hotel to the next, believing that this one is better than the other. So is there any type of remediation for that? That is number one. Okay, so if we are going to look at ways of diversifying our economy as far as employment is concerned, different things, because there are certain professions on island, like tradesmen, there's a shortage of that. So if there's any way how that can be tackled, even though we know that in certain communities, when you drive during the course of the day, you see a lot of young men just sitting there doing nothing. So that is one, if government has any solution for that. And the second question is, I know that there is word circulating that there is a ban on 10 islands by Donald Trump as far as visas are concerned, and because of their involvement with CIP programs. So if you can clarify that, and then also, of course, my first question.
Thank you very much. If I can answer the last one first, there is no ban on visas for any island with the CIP. That is a propaganda that's been spread by people who want to damage St. Lucia. They want to damage St. Lucia. And I want you to keep that in your mind. Why would people want only to spread bad news and propaganda in a country that they love? There is no ban on visas. That is not true. That is not true. The United States has always reserved the right to give who they want their visa. They have always reserved the right. The United States gives whoever they want their visa. So no one can dictate to the United States who to give visas, but to say there's a ban on visas is not true. Secondly, dealing with the unemployment or the overemployment as far as skills are concerned, this government is working. Last week in the cabinet, we formed a committee with the Minister of Infrastructure, the Minister of Labor, the Minister of Education, to see if we could initiate a crash course for construction workers. In that, if we could improve the skills of people working in construction. So we are working on that because we know there are 4 new hotels that are going to be built in Redui. 4 new hotels. Up on Mont Pima, there are 4 other hotels that are going to be built. Secrets is opening tomorrow. There's a housing going up in Talvan. There is the construction of the police headquarters. So there may be a shortage of skilled labor. So what we're doing is that Cabinet has formed a committee, and that committee will look at ways and means of upscaling the labor in the country, upscaling, to teach our people more skills, teach our people better skills, so we can fill that vacuum that's being created.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Thank you very much, Gros Islet. It has certainly been a pleasure being in your lovely constituency. We thank those of you who had comments, questions, suggestions, and even praise for your parliamentary rep, the Prime Minister and the Cabinet of Ministers. Thank you so much for joining us. Those of you from Gros Islet, we really appreciate that you are here with us. We know some of our MPs are heading all the way to the south. We hope, with God's guidance, that you get home safely. And those of you who are watching on the live, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another Town Hall Tuesday. This is the end of our Gros Islet edition, and we invite you to stay tuned to the St. Lucia Labour Party's Facebook and YouTube pages to learn more about what is happening. Now, somebody tell me, Monster in the house. Monster in the house. And they just announced to me that we actually had the highest viewership on Facebook in the history of Labour Party Town Hall Tuesdays. And we know the number is about to go up because Monster has a special message for somebody. DJ, run the music. For who?
Who's the boss? Who's the boss at enough? Who's the boss? Who's the boss at enough? Who's the boss? Yeah, I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sabafwe? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sabafwe? This Kenson will require, take the people higher. So tell Marcella to like spider and just retire. They sit down and conspire. All of them are liars. Next election, Flabo come, we go out them fire. Tell them, the boss coming. Look the boss. The Gros Islet boss. The big boss. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Everybody, let me hear you check it. Chant it out. Hey, who's the boss at enough? Who's the boss? Who's the boss at enough? Who's the boss? Who's the boss at enough? My God, who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad Sabagwe? I heard them say, Marcella, have you ever heard Johnson Abasil? I heard Marcy Abasil, Bobby Abasil. I never heard Johnson's Abasil, Emancy Abasil. Everywhere's Abasil. I never heard Johnson's Abasil. Marcella with your tune, that fire never burn. Cause Kenson next election going to win the second term. To who it may consume? You mad if they vex them? Marcella, go back at your hotel and look. The boss coming. Look the boss. Point at the boss. Somebody put your finger up in the air. Point to the boss. Point to the boss. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Tell them who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Cool. DJ, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, DJ, hold on. Let me ask y'all, who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss of the north? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad? Run it, run it, run it, run it. Everybody watch me, point to the boss. Point to the boss. Point to the boss of the north. Everybody, hey, tell them. I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sabafwe? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sabafwe? This Kenson will require. Take the people higher. So tell Marcella do like spider and just retire. They sit down and conspire. All of them are liars. Next election flabo come, we go out and fire. Tell them the boss coming. Look the boss. The friend of the boss. The real boss. The Gros Islet boss. Our father. Somebody say, hey, let me hear you say, who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Tell them, I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sabafwe? I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad, Sabafwe? I heard Marcy Abasil, Bobby Abasil. I never heard Johnson's Abasil, Emancy Abasil. Heard that, Abasil? You ever heard Johnson's Abasil? Marcella with your tune, that fire never burn. So next election, Kenson going to win the second term. To who it may consume? Tell her if she vex. If she vex, go back at your home. Tell them the boss, look the boss, the real boss, the Gros Islet boss, your boss. Everybody, 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn it down. Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Who's the boss of the north? Who's the boss? Tell them, I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad? Hey, I heard them say, Marcella want to come and run Gros Islet. You mad? Don't mind them. Always try to trick us. Every election is the same thing. I sing another one. I just want to make sure you'll ever get the last one. It's a bit